week from the tournament?
Brittany has been improving over the last few weeks. Brittany has really refocused herself in practice and tried to do the things that we've asked her to do. She's obviously very talented, but it's an adjustment playing at this level, playing on both ends of the floor. And, you know, sometimes Brittany takes shots that we want to get back, but that's how she's always played, and it's sometimes difficult to get a different mindset.
Well, Brittany, you had 19 points. Can you talk about your game?
I've been trying to be consistent and step up for my team. I knew this was a big game that we needed to get, so I tried to come out and play the best that I could to help us out.
Brittany, could you talk a little about the difficulty of keeping up with their guards, especially when they're shooting some really perimeter shots?
A&M's guards are really talented. They set a lot of screens to get TK and Aqua open, and they execute really well. So we tried to stay as disciplined as we could. They just hit some big shots on us.
They weren't doing that against y'all last month, were they?
They didn't change a lot offensively. They probably didn't shoot as well, and I think we got our share of the rebounds, and we came up with more loose balls than we were able to tonight. So I look at when you get an offensive board, that just means another offensive possession, and they're difficult to guard at best. So if you work really hard, they miss a shot, and then it's like you hand them the ball back, you've got to guard them again. So I don't think you have to look any farther than that to say, you know, it's amazing that we only lose by 7 points giving up that many offensive boards.
Anything else for Coach and the players?
Yeah, Coach, talk about what it means for the team to call up in the fourth foul.
Well, it hurt us when she picked up her second foul because it was early and she had to sit. We don't have a second person to run the show except for Tiffany, and Tiffany does a really good job at that, but that's not a rotation that we work with a lot, and it's something that I think caused us not to be as effective as we might have been offensively. But at the same time, this team has had to deal with foul issues because we just don't have very much depth.
Coach, could you talk about Anisha Williams' play? She was coming off such a good game.
I thought she probably rushed a few shots tonight, shots that she makes time after time, but on the other end, she's got a tough assignment too. She's got to guard people that she's familiar with. She's very familiar with Gant, but she was on her a lot, and that's a full-time job because Gant works as hard as any player in the conference in terms of trying to get an advantage down low.
So it's Gant and Misha that were hurting y'all the most on the offensive boards?
I think their players really go to the boards hard.
Coach, was 61-58 game plan was to get a three-pointer at that point? You feel your best chance was to get a three?
Well, we might have fouled a little prematurely on that. I was hoping Misha was going to stay in there, not because I don't have respect for her, but she's not a terrific free throw shooter, except she did make one there later. So we thought that was going to be the lineup, and we intended to try to foul. Aquanisha, not the person that you want to foul, but that was about the only chance we had.
The sequence where you stepped out and drew the charge, and then you came down, and I think Carla ended up shooting from the outside.
It was probably a little quick on the shot. It was probably a shot that we could, if we could redo, we'd try to get the ball inside and take a little more aggressive shot. But again, I don't think you can ever fault a player who's willing to step up and try to make something positive happen for their team. And I know that was what's in Carla's mind. I'm sorry. Answered that for Tiffany, but I was still thinking about the question you asked. You have anything to add to that?
But there was kind of a sequence where you were able to get stops, and then you came down and you had trouble, not just you, but as a team, there was difficulty converting offensively to get even.
Yeah, that's kind of been a problem with us all year. We'll get stops and we'll have like these spells where we won't score on offense, and it really hurt us this game. But I mean, A&M played great defense, and they knew a lot of things that we were going to do, and they knew what our strengths were, and they kind of took them away there at the end.
If all of you in the room are saying, why didn't it get in Tiffany's hands, that's a good question. And our plan down the stretch was to try to get the ball inside. But again, doesn't always work out the way you want it to.
Was that your plan the whole game? If you look at the points in the paint, outscoring by 16, that shot looked to be there.
Well, we always want to do that, but I hesitate with this team to say force it inside, because at times we want to force it when it's not there. So it was more about get some offensive flow, take what they give us, and if we get an open look, let's go with it. I thought Tiffany played well. It was an all-around really good game for Tiff, and I know what this means to her. I know how much she wanted to win this game and how much she wants this team to succeed. And she's to a big part responsible for bringing them along, and there's not anybody on our team that doesn't feel the same way. They would like to win, if for no other reason, for Tiffany and the effort that she's given. But again, we have a little window of opportunity and a little margin of error, and in a close ball game, that's been something that has happened to us before.
Do you think with the Big 12 tournament coming out, is it wide open now? Do you think you guys played so close with a lot of these teams there? What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I talked earlier with our team about you don't go to the tournament and win 4 games if you're not playing pretty well. I mean, you can hope, but it's never going to happen that way in my mind. There has to be some momentum, and I feel like our team has gained a little momentum. I thought we played well against Tech, and it's been coming for us. So hopefully we can keep that going, and certainly I think if you look at the conference race and how it's all played out, this is a very deep conference, and it's going to be fun for those of us that aren't faint of heart, because every game is going to be up for grabs. And I don't know how you pick a favorite to be able to go through 3 or 4 days and win. I assume somebody will, but I can't predict. I just know that I think our team is going to be ready to play, and we won't know who we play until tomorrow night's game and all of that is said and done. But when we figure that out, we'll prepare the best we can and go to Oklahoma City and stay as long as we can. I never thought I'd say I'd stay in Oklahoma as long as I can, but I think that's probably what we're going to have to do if we want to win.
Anything else for Coach or the players?